Yeah. Welcome to another episode.
Hating on niggas, though.
Welcome to another episode of the Upstate of Mind podcast, where we discuss everything interesting and fun and exciting to us. It could range from sports, relationships, social media, and anything else that comes to mind. If you're new to the channel, to the podcast, I'm one of your hosts, KD Dunbar.
I'm Jizzle.
I'm John Swan, regular, however you want to call it.
Respectable.
And they got Glizzy in the back. Glizzy.
Sir.
Yes, sir. So I think you want to go with yours first today?
Yeah, let's start off with mine. This is a, gonna change it up a little bit. So I want to start this question to Keys because we touched on this the other day. Let's say you born in mid 60s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You go through about 80. You gonna hit about 18 to 20. You know what I'm saying? Hopping off the porch. You know.
So
in the crack era.
It'd be like 78 if he was 18, right? Say he was born in 60.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm saying in the 60s.
Okay.
So it's time to hop off the porch.
Respect the fact check, though.
It's time to do something with your life, make some money or have some fun. What you doing?
How my mindset is, I think I'm still gonna be the one that try to make it with the hoop dreams. That's answering the question correctly.
Yeah,
right?
that's,
I'm going the right
that's, that's a fact. That's a fact.
I think I definitely be the one with the hoop dreams, and I feel like I would have been there getting whooped. Like the way I talk, I would probably been the kid who was nice, but like ego getting his ass whooped in the streets because he talking too much, but like building that character to be like he a dog. Like I feel like I would have been playing that role. Like when you ask that question, I think about the movie Above the Rim. Like I feel like I would be that nigga. Like yo, he's supposed to. You feel me? He's supposed to make it, but like
facts.
You ran into that bush.
Yeah, you run into some bush. Like I feel like I would have been on that type of time. Like
I think I would have tried that shit.
Like to be the drug addict or to be the drug dealer?
Nah, I don't sell drugs. I do drugs.
Oh, so you think you would have been like streets?
I think I would have tried it. I mean, you gotta think about niggas did not know what they was putting out there. Like niggas had no idea what crack was. They was just trying that shit.
I feel like the question was, in the crack era, which avenue was you going down? You selling crack?
Right? Would you try crack?
Would you try crack?
So I didn't answer it's fine.
I'm saying
you answered his question.
You did answer the question, but like
out of those two options,
I mean, it's a lot of options. Like you don't have to do crack or sell it, but
so I'm taking it back. I'm taking the sports route.
I still think I would have tried it though.
I would not have tried. I definitely wouldn't have tried. It's nothing appealing.
I don't know. I just know myself. I be
like
trying
that,
shit.
so I feel like he should have set it up like, all right, you in New York City, in the hood. Nothing's going it's regular, just 70s, 80s from what we believe, what we thinking.
And niggas hadn't seen what a crackhead really is, 30 years down the line, 20, 30 years down the line.
You heard of crack? Like, you're like, what?
Yeah,
crack?
It's that new shit, bro.
Like, yeah, it's a derivative, it's a thing from Coke for real. You know, they break it down.
I feel like that was, that hit the older crowd more than it hit the young crowd. Why would I be 18 already doing crack? Like, that don't even make sense.
What you mean?
I feel like they
think about the crack. Think about the crackheads now. They was trying that shit 18,
I don't
20.
think they was, though.
I don't know.
I think everybody was hitting it.
When the crack really hit the streets, though.
I don't think that kids was
like
really on crack heavy at 18 years old. You still in school, but that's a big drop off to
But niggas
go from the 12th grade to nigga. I'm about to start doing crack.
Think about this era though.
Think about it now.
Think about this era. Niggas is off the
how they
pills
depict it.
early. Like
Watching movies, listening to rappers, how they started selling it. Like they selling it. Like you seeing it, you trying to see the profit. You looking at your big homies like, yo, he getting money. Like if I'm not doing nothing with the school route, I'm about to try to get some bread. Like selling. Why would I?
But look at all these niggas trying lean right now though.
It's a new era though. Like
I know, but I'm saying like
lean now.
history repeats itself.
Lean could push you forward. Like doing lean could push you forward as a musician. I don't feel like crack could have pushed you forward as a musician. Yeah, like it's not gonna push you forward.
I don't know.
But I mean, even
like
they was older.
James Brown probably was on crack for sure.
Anybody that you know that was doing crack as a musician, they fell off. Like
he definitely was on that shit, nigga.
James Bond?
No, James Brown.
Oh yeah, James Brown was definitely on crack. Like, but
it's just different. Like
I mean, you got Richard Pryor, freebasing. Like,
But it's more coke though. Coke was kind of, I feel like, the rich people thing, and then when they made crack, it was to appeal to the masses now. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like if it was around, I mean, even with weed with me, like, I feel like it was some niggas at the park that I knew, and they was like, yo, you want to hit this weed? And he was like, all right, I'll hit the weed.
Weed though, you cooking crack.
But I feel like we know it now, though. You know what I mean? Like, more so
because we know
then,
what crack is, though. Like,
I'm saying,
imagine
really
they introducing it though.
Do you really know?
I see the effects. I seen the effects of it, and I know I don't want to do it.
I just don't feel
that's what I'm saying.
I feel like once you start seeing it, you're not gonna be one of the testers to start it off.
But I'm saying, like, because when you know something, like pill heads, for example, niggas know they not trying to be off of pills because they see how niggas be off of, you know, they be fiends off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Had we never known, like, if you never knew what a nigga looked like his look fucked up off of the shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Would you try some shit if you knew it? What, like, if you had no idea if you was gonna look like a crackhead or not, had no idea what a crackhead looked like.
My thing is the experiment gotta start
high
somewhere, and I feel like that a kid will be the last on the list that you try that. Like, it starts somewhere. You're not going up to no kid like, yo, try this drug. I don't see that.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Back then,
yes, drug.
Bro, I feel like they lived by a whole different moral code back then. Is kids, women was off limits to certain stuff. Like, you're not even really pushing that on no kid or no. You really want them to get right.
But
now it's like, bro, you don't give.
There's a whole reason
who it's going to, as long as it's profit.
There's a whole reason they got, like, the whole reason there's dare, there's don't do, you know, just say no, all that shit is because niggas was off of crack.
No,
Nancy Reagan,
and because kids was getting it though.
I'm saying this is a Nancy Reagan phrase. Hey. Ronald Reagan put crack. He literally put crack into the streets and started the war on drugs. Nancy Reagan comes out, just say no.
Oh,
she's not talking to old heads saying she's talking to kids. Just say no. They're not talking about weed.
Right, because she appealed to the kids more and the women.
She just put crack in the streets.
The Anti-Drug Abuse Act came 1988 though. They say crack came like early 80s.
Like, so they took 8 years to.
I just don't feel. I don't feel like it's common for, like.
And he said he gonna be chasing his dreams. Like,
I would want to see. Yeah, like I would want to see the percentage of like how many crackheads was really like between the ages of like. Like 15 to 18, 19.
So you saying like the crackheads we see like on a daily basis now, right? You think they tried the shit like within the last 10 years? That's just a guess. Like,
all I see is old heads as crackheads. I don't think
they just got. I don't think they knew into the game.
But that's what I mean. They old heads as crackheads, but they was
them.
Young boys smoking crack for years. I don't feel like crackhead. I mean, I feel like you don't die.
I feel like
they had to try crack by at least 30.
But I feel like you do that when you. In my personal, I feel like you do that when you falling off. Like when you don't got no direction. Like. You want to do something to take your mind off, like take the edge off your mind.
But that's
because we know what crack is. Like,
we don't really do it how these stronger drugs do it.
I'm saying, think of a nigga trying crack now though. Like his life fucked up. Like now niggas saying like when shit is fucked up, niggas be like, I'm gonna try crack. Like and that you see. But the thing is, they wasn't. But I'm saying they. Like I'm not a regular person. No regular person is just gonna jump to crack. But I'm saying like
that's what I'm saying is like no regular person is just gonna jump like yo I want to try crack. I feel like you go through your trials and tribulations. You feel like you're losing a battle in life. But that's you want something to take your mind off, and you hear the stories about what crack do. Like
because we know crack is something you do when your life is fucked up.
That's how I know it is.
But that's because
that's how we know.
I know as it give you a different. People get high off it, but it get addicting. Like to the point 100%. That it's damn near impossible for you to really get off of it.
So like, that's true.
You see, right?
You think you'll try it in the 80s?
But that's the thing. If I'm putting myself in the 80s, I have to take away everything that I know.
You in that era?
I'm in that era. All I'm seeing is people doing crack. People doing crack. You get what I'm saying?
It's like, yo, try this shit. It's great.
If I'm with some of our friends will be doing it.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So it's either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. But if I'm seeing my friends and I'm seeing that they still living regular lives, like if you off of coke, like you know how you do coke. Well, I don't know.
Functional crackhead.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but functional crackhead.
Yeah.
But say if you know you did. You did coke, right? And then your friends doing it, but they still have regular jobs. They doing whatever. Now you like, oh, this a little cheaper.
These niggas just do it on the weekends.
It's still coke though. That's probably how they was pushing it. Like, oh, it's still coke for real. They just stretch it so you can get more for cheaper. A nigga might be like, all right, you know, let me touch that real quick. You know, who knows? I don't know. I can't say that I wouldn't do it. Right now, I would say it because I'm here. You know, I know what goes on with it, but I don't think I would say no to it back then.
So you definitely think you would try it for sure?
I mean, I don't.
I'm saying, like, you think if the opportunity came, you might try it. You might.
Then, yeah, because I mean, you know what I mean.
You gotta ask yourself, like, what is the actual reason why you don't do crack right now?
But because we know. But that's it. If we don't know, clear slate. I don't.
But my thing is, I feel like you gotta put it in the mindset of how you already think. Like, bro, if you trying a bunch of different drugs, what would stop you from doing that specific drug back then when it was like the most popular drug in that time?
Exactly.
If you open to trying new drugs now, I feel like you can't really close your mind off and say, yo, I don't see myself doing crack. Because like y'all said, you don't know crack how you know it now. Like, it wouldn't have been in your mind how it is now. But if you open a drug, so many different, to trying different, like, what's stopping you? Like, I don't see.
But like, I feel like we born in today's society knowing, like, yo, don't touch crack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. But you would try everything else, like.
Because ain't nobody told me I'll be a crackhead off of it.
Like, somebody was really the worst
somebody
thing for
telling
us to
you
hear.
Back then that they don't know how bad crack really about to hit the streets and, you know, mess everything up.
But I feel like that's not what they like when they telling you about crack. They're not saying like, we don't know how bad this is. They're just saying this is the best high you gonna get.
And that's what I'm saying. So you talking about the best drug that'll give you the best high. Why wouldn't you try it?
And if my man's, especially if my man's is
to see how high they can get you now, right? So why wouldn't you try the best possible high back then? You feel me?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I would try it. Like, I would probably shoot it up one time.
What's really the best high that we hear about?
Weed for me, but
that's what you know. You get higher though.
I ain't gonna lie, shrooms is the best high I've ever got in my life.
I've only had weed before to say, like, I had like an edible, but that's usually it's the same thing.
But what's a good high? It's a different high for everybody, and that's a whole different topic.
Yeah,
like,
so you gotta, but you would have to try different things, and I just feel like if you trying multiple stuff, you're not about to sit here and tell me like, yo, crack off the table, bro. What?
I mean, I'm saying like, you saying today? Like, crack is not off the table for niggas today?
No, I'm talking about back then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about taking the people that try hella drugs now back then.
Oh, yeah.
You're not telling me crack.
Yeah, they try. Yeah, they trying. Niggas is trying perks, Xannies, lean, all types of stuff.
But you know how we know it now? Imagine being back then and be like, all right, we know crack is out, but we don't know it. But as far as what we see, they got niggas in the corner tweaking. Alleys doing mad shit.
But do you think they were tweaking all rip though?
That took a little bit though.
Yeah,
that took a little bit
I
to
think
get
that's
like
what happens
that,
when you really start stretching out the coke.
They didn't.
It was like because they probably had a high potency of coke.
Bro, they didn't put it on the streets and automatically just had crack houses. Like,
how you look at crack now.
Yeah, 100%. So,
moral of the story, I'm gonna probably try it.
I'm not trying that. I'm going to hoop.
I'm gonna probably try it and hoop. Because I'm too tired. Like, this crackhead 6'7".
I'll probably fuck around. I'll probably fuck around and be a functional crackhead, still hooping.
All right, well, let's get into the social media topic of the week. A couple days ago, I believe I saw the boxer Adrian Broner. Yeah, I always thought it was Boner.
I think it is Broner.
Sorry, but Adrian Boner. I mean, I'm going crazy now, but he basically asked, and this is for the fellas only, so if we have women here, you know, y'all can comment and let us know what y'all think, but he basically asked
it's a double. You can ask the question for both ways.
It's a double. But there's no girls here, though.
I'm just saying, like, they.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the question was, how many bodies is too much? And I read it as in how many bodies is too much for us to wife up.
Right.
So are we cool with that being the precedent?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So how many bodies is it too much, or are you thinking, wow, that's a little, whoo, you know what I mean, for me to really eat it up at night, cuff it up at night? So I'll leave the question for y'all and I'll answer last what I think.
I would say there definitely is a number. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's definitely like if the thing is, I don't really be asking, like, I don't ask like how many people you mess with, right? But the thing is, but I'm saying, like, if she throws out a number Like that's the worst thing she could do is throw out a number. Then I'm like, nah.
So are you doubting the number?
Depending on if it's over 5.
Wait, what you mean?
I'm saying like a girl tell me I'm 26 years old. A girl tell me she got 3 bodies. I'm gonna be like, first of all, if you telling the truth, I don't want you, because you probably can't even. You know what I'm saying? And then
you lacking the experience, like you.
Yeah, you lacking it. But I'm saying if you telling the truth, you probably lacking experience. If you lying, which you probably are, then now it's really over. I mean, I would give it a chance. I would crack. You tell me you got 3 bodies, I would crack to see.
No, we talking about wifing though. Cracking is that niggas.
Yes,
niggas will smash anything.
I'm not wifing before cracking.
So my question would be for you, John, since like based off your answer,
right.
Would you say that's more of a you problem or a her problem? Like, do you think that's a more so playing towards your insecurities and like
because the thing
unsure?
Is because like really there's no like she doesn't have to throw out a number, but it's how she carries herself. No, but I'm saying like you saying like if she got 3 bodies, if she telling the truth, she either in your eyes she might be too unexperienced, and if she's lying, like because the number is so low, it's definitely gonna make me skeptical on both sides. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely gonna make me think about it. I wouldn't stop right, like I wouldn't pump the brakes right there and be like, nah.
My question is, do you think that's because the things that you've seen in your life, or because you just don't believe it? Like,
I mean, I can only speak for
for his experience.
So that's but I feel like it's still, it comes down to like, bro, you don't have to tell me a number for me to know you a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's more so here in this city because it's real little. If you go to a bigger city, bro, it's so hard to really know who is.
If you carry yourself like a hoe, I don't even want to know the number. I don't like how you move.
Well, some Jones be hoes, and you be like, damn, she done fuck. And you don't even know, but you be like, this shouldn't even be acting like that. You know what I mean? I feel like they just. Well, we ain't gonna go crazy. That's crazy.
Wait, you gonna come up? You know what I'm saying? Get your shit off in a second. What you think, Keith?
For me, at the age that I'm at, I'm not asking the question. Yeah. For 2, I just don't care. Because in my mind, 1, I've asked this, like in my previous years, I asked this question plenty of times. The number, I promise to God, the number is always 7 or 11. So just off of that alone, it's like, it's no way that every girl I encounter either got 7 or 11. So for one, I just don't care. Like, whatever you did in your past, you did in your past. Like, you're going to hear stories about people, especially in the small town, you're going to hear stories about people being with the person that you're with previously. Like, it's just how the town is. Like, it's so small that you can't avoid that.
Yeah.
My thing is, bro, what are you going to do during my time? Are you going to be out messing around during my time? Because all I care about is my time. Like, care how you move during my time. Like, the number don't matter to me because who knows what the number really is? You could be lying or you could be telling the truth. Why would I put my mind through the cycle of really trying to figure out, like, if she's telling the truth? Yeah, right, bro, if any situation, you should just let it play out. Like, if you not comfortable enough to let it play out, you shouldn't be in that situation. Like, if you second guessing it, her answer, if you want to know her answer, you second, like, bro, you got to do work for yourself in order for you to just be comfortable in general. But I'm not asking the question because it's unimportant. Whatever you did before me was what you did. Whatever I did before you is what I did. And granted, like, I'm not going to lie about what I do because at the end of the day, you still want to kind of have some type of honesty in the situation with how many people you've been dealing with recently. Like, that's what really matter. So as far as overall body count, it don't matter because who knows who's telling the truth and who's not. And we grown as hell. Like,
I feel like
you either want to mess with that person or you don't. Like, you want to tell me that you meet somebody with a great ass vibe and you really getting along with them, you feeling them. You gonna stop messing with them because they body count? Like, who cares?
But the thing is, I would never ask though. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, your potential wife, you gonna let her walk away because what she did in her past. Like, that just sounds crazy to me. Like, but like I said, different mindsets, different maturity levels, different experiences will let you see things at a different view. Different perspective.
I feel like there's certain things that are deal breakers though. Like, you can't judge someone off their past, but like there's certain things that are
but that's not the question though.
Right. The question is
straight body count.
Body count.
But so for me,
I don't really have a number.
If you don't want to know, if you got certain things in your mind that's a deal breaker, don't ask.
Yeah,
like, don't bring it up.
Personally, I feel like it only serves to fuck my head up. Cause like she say a number too high, I'm like, damn bitch, how long you been fucking? Like, you know, so I don't know.
Wait. So for me though, real quick, cause I know that I feel like I would want a girl with a low body count for sure, but I like the process of having to teach my girl what I like. I don't want no, it's cool to get a joint that's coming and slobbing your joint off crazy, but I'd rather it be my girl and I'm really teaching her what I like. You get what I'm saying? Really teaching her how I want her to do certain little things like that. So, but like you said, it do like if you ask for what you want, like you gonna get the answer that you want regardless, whatever you ask. But I feel like, cause do girls really ask you guys what's your body count?
No.
That's what I'm saying. That's a wild answer.
I've been asked that, but like I'd look at them, I'm like,
but John said you want a wife though.
Nah, but
they don't ask that because they kind of know, right?
It's like, why is you asking that question? Like, what are you trying to figure out if I fuck one of your friends?
But that's majority of the time what it is though, because a lot of people be touching the same, you know what I mean? And a lot of girls be friends with each other. So it's especially like we said in the town that we in, like you probably gonna touch one of your, you know what I mean, or you done did, or something that happened with something, like, you know what I mean. So
that's really what messed everything up too. Is these Johns be claiming friends and all that, like, oh, you mess with, I'm like, bro, y'all not even that cool. But that's not even the topic.
I'm about to say, because I done ran into a couple of dudes that I slap up on occasion, like not on occasion. Every time I see them, we chop it up, we slap up. And they dated and been with girls who I've dated. Like, why would I put my mind on edge to really try to manipulate this? Like, they probably a better duo than me and that person was. Like, what? My time is over. So why do I even care if you with, like, as long as it's not like my brother, like my closest friends, and you not one of my close friends, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
It's life.
So my thing is, if a girl asks me my body count, it was because I asked her hers. Like, it's never just how many bodies you got? Because I feel like women know more than we do.
Oh, yeah.
What's the point? Like, what if I'm about to just mess up my mind and ruin this whole thing before it can even take off because I wanted to know some dumbass shit that was only going to affect me. I'm wondering why you walking around so cool with it because you comfortable with it. I'm uncomfortable with what you had going on, so now I just messed up the whole situation.
Yeah, and that could be your future wife, like you said earlier.
I also like getting the cat facts before, you know what I'm saying? Like
cat facts.
The cat facts.
Wait, so what you mean cat facts? Because I'm thinking pussy facts.
Yeah, like who fucked, right?
Yeah, like not who. Like, I don't want to know specifically, like, yo, who cracked her? Specifically, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, specifically. But
I'm
surprised he said that because he got real good man. So when I heard Pacific, I'm like, this nigga been listening too much dirt.
Talking a little fast, but basically, like, I mean, like, it's times I'll go to Ryan and I'll be like, yo, you heard about this John right here? And then he'll tell me what he heard. You know what I'm saying?
What niggas know for real.
That's the cat facts right there. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, like, I mean, I get why that's like kind of like he said, that's kind of a me thing where it's like, but at the same time, like, I want to know things that she's not going to come out and tell me.
Okay, but I feel like that's different. Because I do that too. Like, I've done that too. Like, ask, you heard about her? Like, I'm still gonna walk into that situation to experience it for myself. But like, you just kind of want, like, it's like playing sports. You want a game plan to how you want to know how your opponent is, and you want to know what they've been through. And
the cat facts.
Yeah,
has that car been in an accident?
Right.
Has the car been in an accident? It's crazy.
So I definitely, you definitely ask certain questions. I just feel like as far as body counts, like me specific, I only talk about me. Like, it's just a irrelevant, dumb question. Like, there's no gain out of that.
As from the girl side or the guy side or both?
From my side, like, I don't. If that's make her comfortable to know what that specific number is, I can give that because I know it. Like, but like, why would you want to? It's just, it don't make sense to even want to know it. But
you're right.
I mean, what y'all want me to? Y'all want to speak on it? What
you think, man?
I mean, shit.
Shit.
It ain't really no number though, but like, if I'm like, I don't know.
Bro, if it's a number, it's a number. Like,
It's
it's
a
cool
number.
if
It
it's
is
a
what it is.
number, bro.
But like, I don't think I'm not about to ask you for it. Like I said, like same thing I said.
So
like,
John be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I got 20 bodies, but I'm gonna keep it a bean with you right now. Like 20, that's it. I ain't lying about you. You ain't gotta multiply it by 3.
I might fuck with that
I'm
actually.
like, all right, cool.
Like,
Oh, so you like a freak nasty.
no, I'm saying like I might fuck with the honesty. Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
like,
You
I'm
always
like,
gonna
you
mess
know
with the
what?
honesty, yeah.
I could kick it with you.
I would
you
rather
know?
I would rather her tell me if she fucked one of my mans than tell me everybody count.
Yeah,
100%.
Keep it a buck.
100%.
because that's the one thing that really does change.
Don't even
everything.
tell me
Yeah,
about it.
100%.
Just let me know you fucked one of my mans, so then I know how to treat you.
I could
But ain't that a question you ask your man first? Like when
But
you
your man
or you
might
don't
not
get
tell you, though.
or you don't get the facts.
You might not even tell your mans you talking to this John yet.
Yeah,
It's
you
like,
know what I'm saying? Do you tell all your mans who you might be cracking on the low?
But I'm married, so it's totally
It's a
different.
different, yeah, it's a
like,
different situation.
But back in that time,
You definitely tell all your
every
mans, right?
every female, cause bro, I got a mindset. I'm always trying to cuff some shit. So anything that I run
Lover
across,
boy.
I know for sure. Like I'm about to try to lock in with this one thing. So yeah, I'm running it. Yo, you group chat.
Yeah,
Yo,
nigga,
y'all
sure
know
though.
her? Like what's this about?
Because if it's a little smut,
like,
like, you know, you ain't really about to ask your man, yo.
Yeah, he trying to kill my shit. He
but
crazy.
yo,
me?
that really be paying though.
Glizzy.
If a John like you try to slide on a John, be like, yeah, I used to mess with your mans. You be like, you got there first. You know, like it be paying.
Don't care.
No,
But did that make you insecure
Be like-
because your man's hit it though? Let's go back to what
Yeah.
Keys was saying, because now your man's dick might be bigger than yours.
I'm just.
Now,
but-
don't let the bitch talk about, and that's why your BD
Well,
man dick bigger than.
more
That's crazy.
more so I'm thinking like, so if she cracked like your mans or multiple of your mans, right, and y'all at a function now, it's a whole bunch of niggas in the room that done it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, why is all your sexual partners here? You know, like
That's a kill.
so
though.
yeah, I can't deal with that. Like I feel like that, and because like it's not something that really would like something like a lot of stuff like that is like would it be in my head until it's in my face.
Right,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like it's like, damn, you know, and I'm looking around, I'm like,
Fuck every nigga in here.
I'm like, man,
Every nigga.
I gotta get up out this room. Like we all done.
They looking at me like, oh, this nigga cuffed this bitch.
Yeah, now they looking at you and they ain't gonna say no. Yo, you know I done.
You see
room full of Eskimos though. Like, you know,
But that's a small city though. That's what's gonna happen here anyway.
And it be on them too. A lot of men, they
Yeah,
be
bitches
so
are-
insecure. Like
yeah.
they see that somebody that they might have smashed fucking somebody else.
They
They
tight,
gonna try to
bro.
compare themselves to them.
But these bitches gotta stop getting on. Like they gotta stop this. Like they gotta stop being on a small city shit though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, bro. You don't have
tough,
to.
though.
You don't have to fuck multiple niggas from the same hood. Like you don't have to.
But we do that.
But that's the thing though. Like,
But not,
see,
you know.
so now here's. But I'm saying, here's the other side of
Sorry,
it.
we're riding.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, that's
We're
We
gonna
are a group.
take a quick intermission.
that was crazy.
But Rook, one more thing though before we go. So does this apply to a girl getting a train ran on her?
Oh yeah.
Does everything switch now?
No, my answer, because I'm not. I mean, how I am with my shorties.
What's that?
Any girl I ever dated, I allowed them to be open with me about their previous sex experience, like what they did.
You a good nigga.
Yeah, like, but
excuse me, somebody, not
but-
no violation.
I ain't
Like
trying to
it
hear
don't.
that.
Yeah, a lot of men don't want to hear
But
that.
he cool,
I
though, that's what
don't
I'm
care.
saying.
Like, bro, this. Like, I'm trying to see what type
But you
of
mine
wild
now.
stories that you got, and we can mix up our wild stories. But bro, it don't. When I tell you, it don't bother me like one bit to hear a story that a female give me about her and her sex experiences. Cause bro, it was before my time. Like,
So a 3-person gangbang 1 week before you started.
I don't
No,
feel
but-
like a woman would tell that story.
What if
I don't
those
feel
are
like a
only
woman
5
would be
bodies?
honest.
A woman.
Like, what if she
or
lost
a
her virginity
female?
in a train and didn't fuck?
Because a woman
like,
wouldn't. A woman shouldn't be telling stories.
I don't think
outside
it's
of
no.
that.
I don't think it's no difference from a woman, and I feel like every woman is a woman.
Yeah, not a female.
They just.
I messed up that one.
I'm about to say they just different maturity levels. You know, a lot of women are followers, bro. So you following behind things that you might not even agree with, but you want to run with a certain crowd. It's just like
They read
you
the
want to run
internet.
with a certain crowd, so you're doing certain things. Like a lot of men, I feel like don't really care to smash a bunch of females,
Right.
or women.
We have to kind of.
But you do it because it's the people around you do it. You're trying to keep up with the social class that you chose to pick.
Yeah,
That's deep right there.
But I think that's real facts. That I think a lot of men move on the drum of what everybody else is doing. Like, bro, if I don't smash a certain amount of females, like I can't really fit in. I can't really, bro. You can relate to people without having to relate to them. Like,
yeah,
I used to be tight.
The lover boy.
That's bro. Nah, but that's why I say that, because bro, ever since I was a kid, I was like 13 years old, my mindset always been on creating a family. Like, and it stems from the next topic that we're gonna talk about. But that's always been my mindset. Like, niggas think I'm out here just fucking hoes. Like, bro, I'm not doing that. Like, no matter how many times somebody trying to tell me, I was never on that. Like, it was always one female at a time. And I wish I could have lived mines a little different, but that's what it was. Like, that's my mindset was on, like, family. So
I feel like,
but I still fit in with everybody who was still smashing, like a bunch of. I didn't need to do it to relate, to be around them. You feel me?
I feel like the only time in my life where I was like in a situation where I feel like I wanted to catch up with niggas was when I was the only nigga that was still a virgin though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my niggas is telling me, yeah, I got some.
And niggas was lying back
niggas
then.
was dead lying. niggas was lying.
Right.
And they don't even tell you that till the 20s. Like, yeah, I was lying about that. Bro.
But later on, I might have.
But it's a whole other side of it though. Like, you know, like with like you said with girls, and if they want to know our body count. Like, I remember reading something where there was like, ladies, would you want a nigga that don't get bitches or a nigga that be getting bitches? Like, you know what I'm saying?
They
you feel me? Like, and that's why they don't. That's why a lot of women don't ask the body count, because if they find out they nigga really don't be getting pussy, like.
But they really don't. They really want somebody's experience though.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? They don't want no nigga with two body. You know,
They want
that nigga. And then it's crazy that they'll be like, damn, don't you got? It'll be like, let me guess, you got like over 50 bodies. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't speaking on nothing, but I'm just saying, like, you already putting that, so you must know, and you want that for real. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna pull up, but then you got 50 bodies. Huh?
You sitting there like, what? Shut up.
So my opinion on that is, I feel like when a woman really love you, she don't care how whack your shit really is. Like, cause that love kind of like overshadows it. Like, she content with how the sex is mediocre because she love you.
Would you want her to tell you though?
Want to come though.
Yeah, facts. But I feel like women always searching for the best thing. Like, a lot of women always searching for the best thing. So once the love die off, I feel like that's when she gonna start saying,
dick weak.
Yeah, like, like that.
She gonna start fucking.
Yeah.
She gonna start fucking.
For sure.
For sure.
Oh, are you on? It's on you now.
So we gonna switch gears into a bit, I would say, more on the serious side of topics. I wanted to speak on today about what do you guys feel is the importance? Do y'all understand like the importance of having a father present in their children's lives, like in children's lives?
You want to start first, Glizzy?
Not at all.
I feel like I could probably start here because I really only had my dad in my life. So, like, I didn't really have my mom. So, for me, I definitely appreciate having, like, I would rather have my dad in my life than my mom. You know what I mean? Just because I think way more, I just think a little differently than if my mom would have raised me. You know what I mean? Not slighting nobody, because that's just, I wish I would have had, you know, I would have wanted my mom in my life for sure, but it just is what it is. Life ain't fair, so you got to eat it. But as far as that, like, I really appreciated my dad, and I didn't realize it until like a couple years ago, because I used to be like, man, I hate it. You know what I mean? Like, I just think he be doing too much. I can't wait till I'm 18, move out this crib. Like, you know, he was really on me. But as a dad, you have to be on your son like that, because if you're not, I could have turned out so crazy. Like, and I didn't saying I turned out perfect, but I could have turned out a whole different man than what I am today. You get what I'm saying? And different morals, different ethics of what I really want in my life. So, I had to tell my dad, like, I appreciated him for everything he did, good, bad, and different. Like, he did the best that he could with his tools that he was given. You get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have to get me out of foster care. Like, you know what I mean? He could have just said, F that. Like, a lot of dudes out here, they could have been like, fuck it, nigga, you got to eat that. You know what I mean? But he did what he did, so I appreciate him. And now we're having my own son. You see for sure, like, you know what I mean? You like, he really need that dad. Like, he really need me for real. Not saying he don't need his mom, but I think you really need me, and I appreciate being a father. I really love it. You know what I mean? So that's just my spill on it.
Facts though.
Oh me. Well, like he said, I didn't realize the importance or like what I really had. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up, had a father in my life the whole time. So like, there were certain things you grow up and you just think is just normal. You know what I'm saying? And then you see like other people dealing with like, not having a father in their life, and you think that's just weird. Like, damn.
You had both though, right?
I have both. So like, it was regular. Like, and I think it's really important. One thing I realized is important that you seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I literally, it's ingrained in my mind. Like, I'm supposed to work. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to work full time. I'm supposed to work every day because my dad was waking up before the whole family and getting back home after we would sleep working. You know what I'm saying? And then like, it's already ingrained in my mind. Like, I'm supposed to marry someone and be with someone forever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even really wrap my mind around this whole baby mom shit till I got in my 20s and I seen my niggas have baby moms. You know what I'm saying? Because like, to me, I grew up, my parents like told me like, bro, you can't have a kid unless you marry. You can't live with a girl unless you marry. Like all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, and that was always in my mind. And so when I would see that, I would think it was weird until I realized that's really normal shit in today's society. Yeah. So like, I'm happy that like just the example he set, you know what I'm saying? Like really just show me cause so there's a lot of times where it's like situations where you like growing up where you're young and it's situations where like you got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a man. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm calling my pops first. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what do I do?
Right.
He the best example of a man I know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and he ain't never steered me wrong. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's just important to just like, there's certain things that a woman can't teach you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's like, I spent a lot of time around my mom and you see the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like being around your dad, you understand the importance of being stoic. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The importance of going through troubles, tribulations, whatever, and having to be the man. You know, like we've talked about this before where it's like, they try to demasculate, they try to demasculate men and all that. But like, I feel like just having my dad in my life teaching me, like he would always just like, we'll be watching TV. You know what I'm saying? Here's another example. They trying to demasculate men. You don't do that. You be a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, or he'll be like, look at that woman. Look at how that woman talking to that man. You know what I'm saying? You don't let your girl talk to you like that. You know what I'm saying? Or on the same side of it, he showed me I don't gotta like how to talk to a woman. You know what I'm saying? How to be like he's showing me right now how to be in a marriage, how to be in a relationship, how to really work with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Like it's times like I could tell they don't be fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? They be mad at each other, but they respect each other. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's a big thing that he showed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause like I feel like there's some people that grow up and they see certain things and they start to mimic. The more you see something, you start to mimic it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody. That's what babies. Mm-hmm. Everything they see, they're mimicking. Everything they do is mimicking what they see. Mm-hmm. And if they don't, if you grow up and you don't got a man in your life, what are like you looking at the TV to see what a man look like? You looking at your uncles, whatever the case may be. Like you. A lot of times you end up looking in the wrong places for who you should be. Right, yeah, like the dude that don't respect your mom to marry her. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and it's like you gonna start to think that's normal. That's how it should be. And like I'm just happy. Like I don't know. I'm happy. Like I ain't let this backward society trying to. But
we definitely. I feel like grew up in a time where I feel like having a father was a luxury, and having a parent who is still alive being a luxury it shouldn't be a luxury. Like that should be something that's regular. Like
should be normal.
If both of your parents are alive, they both should be active in life. I feel like this for me, a present father for me is very important because it kind of shaped my whole mindset growing up. in my life, I didn't have like no consistent present male figure in my life who I really wanted to mold myself into being. Like, I feel like as a young boy, you need your father because that's who you mold yourself after. When you don't have somebody to mold yourself after, you go into like survival mode. Like, you just looking around for the best possible male figure and that you could find to mold yourself after. Like, you learning off of them. You need somebody to learn off of. So when little boys don't have their fathers around to learn from, you looking at the next best thing in your mind. So, that's why a lot of kids fall into like being criminals and being depressed. And 60% of kids that commit suicide grew up in fatherless homes. 80+% of kids who get incriminated and go to jail grew up in fatherless homes, and over 20 million kids growing up in America without their biological father in the house. Being a father is very important. They make it seem like a mother is like the most essential parent in your life. And the real fact behind it is both your parents are essential. Your father is your security. That's who you go to for protection, and you rely on him for that security. You look at your father as a little girl looks at their father as somebody they want the man that they grow up to be with to be like. So when you looking at your father, is value in that. And I feel like as men, especially men who just don't care to make that relationship important to them, they don't understand the importance of the meaning of being a father is. Like, your kids depend on you for so much more than what you could see. Like, buying them stuff, and money will never be a big enough void to fill the heart of a kid. Like, you can spend money on your kid. You can, like, buy them everything that they want. Like, you could think that money, you having a good job and you being able to buy them whatever they want will be the key to keeping your kid happy. The key to keeping your kid happy is the time that you put in with them, the listening to them, like, allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to where they can come to you and be open, and you can be transparent enough to open up back to them. Like, a kid needs to know that they can confide in you and that they can come and build comfort into you. For me growing up, it's like my mom, no matter how much my mom gave me love, hard work, trying to give me everything that she wanted, she couldn't fill the void of not having a father. Like, I love my mom to death. I love everything that she did for me and my little brother. And I'm not saying I had my stepdad too, like, but that was like a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic, and it wasn't too, like, and I don't want to speak on his situation, but it was like, it was inconsistency in there. So as much as my mom did, it was like, you still want your dad to be able to celebrate those certain moments with you. My dad wasn't at my basketball games. My dad didn't come to my graduation. I didn't call my dad on the phone and tell him I was having a baby. I didn't call my dad on the phone and tell him the gender of my baby after my reveal. So and for me, I was able to repair, like, reshape my relationship with my dad last year. That was big for me. Like, I was able to open up directly to him and tell him how him not being present affected my childhood.
For sure.
It left a void in my heart that couldn't be filled. Like, all those times where I was angry as a kid, it played a part of that absent father. Like, kids aren't just running around just angry. Like, there's something in their life missing. There's something that they're not able to get off. And there's nobody that's really listening because they don't know how to express that. They don't know who to go to. Like, you could go to your mom, but you looking at your mom, you like, she got so much going on herself that you don't want to put too much more pressure on her. Like, and what if she can't resolve the things that you got going on? Now you just feeling even more empty. Now you really not going to want to open up no more. So I just feel like a lot of times when I was angry as a kid was a result from not having my father around. Like, the way I approached basketball was like a big meditation for me because I was able to get that anger off. Like, anytime I played basketball, I could direct that anger to 5 other people, 10 other people. Like, it was always something to direct my anger. Like, and it was, and I like to give it a lot to my mentality to just want to win. But I know it was just more on the mental side as well. Like, it was a stress reliever. Like, it was something that just when I was on the court, it freed my mind, and you know, it hurt not having your father around, and it hurt not being able to at that young age be able to go to him and be like, yo, I'm hurt. Like your pride as a kid is so crazy that it won't allow you to do something like that. Like my dad used to call and wish me happy birthdays and stuff, but after a while it stopped being enough. Like it's cool when you 6 through 10 or whatever, but now I'm 15. I want you to be here.
100%.
I want you to be present. I want people to see you here for me. So it's just very important to be present in your father's life. And me and my dad, we could talk now. I could call my dad up now. We could have a whole mature conversation. He'd tell me about his relationship. I'd tell him about mine. And even though we could move forward now, I can never get that time. We can never get that time back. I can never fill that void as a kid that I didn't get to experience certain things. You miss out on that time. So even though you get to move forward, you miss out on a lot of time that was important. That time, that adolescence time is important. So it's just that's why I'm hell bent on just do the work to be with your kids. Like just do the tough. Like I get it. Like you tough. Baby mama drama, all that, but do the work, bro. Because that's why I'm just hell bent on being the best version of a father I can, being present in my kids to where they can come to me and talk to me, and I can make them feel comfortable and secure. Like give them my childhood shape. Don't let your downfall be the reason that your kids shape themselves to be amazing. You feel me? Like be a part of their amazingness. Don't be the reason behind their amazingness. Like not having my father, that it messed my whole childhood up, because now I'm thinking like I just want to be better than you. I don't care. I don't care about. I really don't know if I really even care about love, but I want to be better than you. I want to show you that I can be better than you. I'm in a competition at 10 years old with my father, thinking about my future in love, like
not being a kid.
Not being a kid. Like every girl I date, I'm trying to date for years and years just to prove that I could stay committed or I could figure it out with this one person. Like, so I always was stay with one person, build a family, kids, and do what he didn't do for me.
I was gonna ask, do you think that do you see like kind of how hard it is and why your dad why a lot of men might take that road of not being there? Or is it too far? Like you like, nah, that's
when me and my dad got back, we was doing group calls on every Sunday, and we was chopping it up, and he was telling me when you start actually talking to like your father after so much time missed, you realize that a lot of the traits that you carry come from him. Oh, yeah. I started chopping up with my dad, and he told me the experience with his dad. His experience was similar to mine. Like, and it ain't about not wanting to be there. It's about you took a route that you needed to do to better yourself. And in bettering yourself, it didn't align to what I needed from you. So in the same time, it's you doing right in your mind by me, but in my mind, you're not, because you're not here.
Right.
So you leave, like you go out the state, you get your degree, you make a name for yourself. But within those years, I missed out on you completely.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't fault him for trying to better life for me, but I just can't not act like it didn't affect me.
Yeah.
I missed time that was valuable to me. Like your kid, you don't get those years back. As a kid, as a father, you don't get those years back. And those years are bigger than money. Like you want to figure out money, you want to have your family live comfortable, but you don't want to miss too much time to where you just not there. Like, cause it plays a part. Rather a kid want to admit it or not, rather they can admit it from just the comfort level. It hurts. Like it plays a part not having your parent active with you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What you think? What you been on?
Same way, man. Daddy issues, had them half my life left. You just tell. You could see the difference in everybody. It affect everybody. Not even just the kid. It affect the baby mom, and that might affect her to stop messing with her family. Like, it's a lot. Just really prioritize your kids. That's really my main message. Like, once they here, that should be a number one priority.
You gotta make sure you're an example of love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it goes both sides though. You know what I'm saying? Like with with moms too, cause like I feel like dudes will grow up with like just a aggressive, like just over the top mom, and then go and end up with an aggressive over the top John, and wonder why they dealing with this. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I feel like that. Well, that's just me personally, because like I feel like my my parents is two completely different people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Opposites attract.
Like my dad, like he's the gentle one. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the one. He's gonna sit down. He's gonna talk you through stuff. He's gonna teach all and all that. Like my mom, she's on 10 all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because like me and my dad will really just tell each other we love each other. You know what I'm saying? And my mom, we might hug each other, say we love each other maybe once a year, maybe once every couple years. And it's always been one of those, it should be understood. But like, even now I'm seeing how that carries over to my relationships. Ooh. Like where it's like, I'll be in a relationship and I'm always been like, well, you know how I feel, you know what I'm saying? Or you should know, you know, but that's because of how me and my mom was. And I feel like you just gotta you gotta set an example of loving your kid the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the most important things, you know?
So if I could ask, what was the question though?
What's the importance of having a father figure in kids' life?
Okay. Yeah. I think y'all touched on that really greatly.
Yeah.
Definitely some
But that's definitely what you were saying, John, that's definitely facts.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't start saying I love you out loud to my mom to my late teen years. That's from the knowledge that I can remember.
And that,
so
that
it's just different.
That affects you in your
all those
relationships
relationships just affect your emotional presence. Like you don't even realize it until you start maturing on your own to see things, to be able to go back and look at things for what they really was. Like
really gotta look.
It was hard. Like my brother, he not emotional. Like he don't show his emotions like that at all. Like he another one I don't really see say I love you. Like, and I don't know but we grew up in the same household. So, and I never checked on his mental. So it's you have to check on your kids' mental. Yeah. And I'm talking fathers, mothers, you have to do the work. Like it's constant work. The work never stops. Like on top of your stuff, you have to prioritize your kids' stuff as well and it's hard. Life is hard. Life always going to have its challenges. But if you don't remember nothing else, remember to prioritize your kids and let them know that you love them. Like even if they not letting you know, let them know that you love them because at the end of the day, eventually, if you keep consistent with the message, they're going to understand it. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Upstate of Mind, the podcast. We appreciate you guys for sitting and listening and just vibing with us. If you have any comments, feedback, please like, comment, and share. You know, come let us know some topics if you got some that we could touch on in the next episode or future episodes from here.